What is up, YouTube? Today we're back with another Guild War banger, and today we are fighting against one of the Hall of Fame contenders this season. And it's the Chinese guilds, and we've seen them a few times, and you guys have seen them before in these videos. But one thing I do want to kind of say as well is we are now sponsored by...
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Rage. I'm just kidding. We're not sponsored, but I'm open to getting sponsored if anybody wants to. But anyways, Talentless is recruiting. Obviously, you guys know Talentless is, multiple time Hall of Fame, as you guys can see. But if you're looking for just like a super active community and an amazing one at that, please consider messaging me or Red Mancunian, whose Discord is in the description below. And I gotta say, I've been a part of many guilds, and I've always heard about all these essays when you lose, but I gotta tell you, man, they're not real. You've seen me int, they're not real, so don't be afraid to apply if you're looking for something competitive or just a fun environment with like-minded people. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But without further ado, let's jump straight into the first battle, and let's go ahead. Alrighty, so for the first battle today, we are attacking Conquer Lilius, Mort, and Kayron. So we're going to be running Pilis as our dark bait on Aureus for mitigation and protection set for just upfront value on the barrier. And then we're going to be running Roanna to tank the Kayron S3 and just the Kayron damage overall on a bit more of a tankier build. Obviously, we do not have the immunity anymore, but we're not going to need the immunity here just because the Conquer Lilius is going to be able to strip anyway. And so the bulk is very important, and we're going to be running F Maya here on Rocket Punch just so that we can cleanse the death breaks from the Mort. Now, thanks to Red, he pointed out a very good point. If we do run something like Lionheart Surmia, if we S3 and he counters and he sticks a death break on us, and maybe the Kayron rips an S1 with Gab and Vigor, I could be put into a very, very awkward position where I'm death broken. So all my damage is gone on Lionheart, and a Kayron could just kill me, and then that will put the Mort focus onto the Lionheart, which would just, if she dies, we lose, right? So we need to make sure that we avoid being death broken by the Mort, because it does ignore ER on S1 if he's enraged. So that's why we're running F Maya instead of Lionheart Surmia. For round 2, it's going to be Karina, APOC, and Aiden. Now, there's two options you can do. You could probably do Dark Corvus, or you could just do what I'm doing. I don't have that great of a Dark Corvus, which is why I'm running this team. But anyway, we're going to be running Troublemaker Crozet on Holy Sacrifice, just in case the Aiden is on a nuke build and it one-shots me. I'm able to come back and have value. And more importantly, when the Karina S3 is on the opening turn, it doesn't just one-shot my Zahhak completely, right? Now, Zahhak is on a bit of a tankier build. As you can see, 1100 defense, almost 12k HP. And the reason for that is just in case the Rocket Punch does proc with the Karina, I don't die. Even if I was on a full DPS build through Troza, I don't think I would die. But I'd rather be safe than sorry, because if he dies, we lose, right? Now, we do have doors on immunity, and this is very important for this round because Karina can death break on S3 or S1. Now, if she S3s on the opening turn and gets a death break on the Doris or on the Doris, things can get kind of awkward because the APOC slams into the Doris as well, and we might be in trouble. Now, I don't think the APOC is going to be able to one-shot a Doris while death broken anyway, but since we don't have the Troza protection, it's probably better to be safe than sorry just to run immunity, just so you don't have to deal with that possibility. But assuming everything goes to plan, we should be able to win, so let's hop right into it. Alright, so it's Spear of Sadism on the Mort. Double-edged Crescent on the Kayron. Awkward. I'm just gonna go for the Kayron. I want to proc his immortality sooner than later. And Mort looks like is 23k HP. And I'm not gonna hit him with Roanna because it could counter, but just gonna S1 the front. And we know it's not a Lexus basket. I think we saw like double-edged crescent, so we know for sure it's not Gab.
This is it.
That dual attack's gonna be good for us. He didn't stick a death break. He does get the crit resist, which is a little bit annoying. Does he death break us here? Ooh, no death break either. No death break either. So we're gonna S run on the Kayron. We almost proc the immortality. I'm just gonna rip an S3. I want to have the barrier for the Pilis because I really don't want to get death broken. It might get kind of awkward. Like, even if we get death broken, if we have barrier and stuff, it might be a little bit better. But I'm just gonna rip S3 into the Kayron just so that I can remove the debuff, but also proc his immortality. And obviously with all these buffs, it's not gonna matter. Oh, we actually landed for both, which is huge.
Finish them. Let's go.
So there it is. Death Brick sticking. That's a big ripper. So we're just gonna S3 here into the K-Rod since it's gonna die.
Any idea how strong I am?
Now I'm gonna try to provoke this Lilius, which we do, which is nice.
The time has
Because obviously Pillis being death broken is not very good. This is very bad actually. So if we can get him a little bit higher HP when possible, that'd be ideal. And I'm actually gonna Soulburn S1 here on the Conquer Lilius to switch the provoke over to the Maya. And we're gonna slowly try to heal him back up to full, and hopefully the aggro switches, but doubt it. Alright, so Mort drops an S3. It's fine. Now the Conquer Lilius, because she got provoked for 2 turns, she's gonna S3 into S2 here, which is really good for us here. Now we are 1 turn off of the F Maya S3, so we're not going to be able to one-shot, so we're just going to try to provoke again, which is great, we did. And we didn't stick a provoke, we got countered, but that's fine. Oof, that Death Break is really scary, right? Alright, so now we're just going to S1 with the Roana here. Pop up our Pillis. And all this damage into the F Maya is totally fine. We're going to finish off the Conquer Lilius with the F Maya S3. And once that's done, we're just going to Soulburn S1 into the Mort so we can keep the provoke on here. Now, at this point, we're already, you know, out of danger. So we're no longer in the danger zone since we basically can't lose. But, yeah, as long as F Maya is able to cleanse the Mort, yeah, it's really no issues here. Okay, and now we're just going to rip another S1 and just slowly whittle them down and just let the Rocket Punch do all the work. And obviously Rocket Punch is a super way of attacking, because it's just, you get so much bulk while doing so much damage too, right? And the fact that she self-cleanses and has defense buff is just really good. Even though I'm not a huge F Maya person, just because my Rocket Punch is not maxed, but I can't say that she's not good, so that should be the first round done. Rocket Punch procs, and she's dead. Perfect. Alright, now moving into the second round. So we're actually faster than that entire team, so I'm just going to... I'm going to push the Doris, because we're just going to be able to one-shot this 8 in, so we get the CR bar here, and then we just pop the 8 in. Karina's going to cut ahead, right? And she could potentially S3 the Doris or the Troublemaker Cosette. So there it is, right? You want to make sure that we have the immunity, it's just so we don't get death broken there. Because if it is an effectiveness Karina, it could be bad, right? Like imagine if that was death broken and did more damage and then we slam S3 here. That would be really bad. Now, obviously, Trozette isn't fast enough to cleanse, so I'm not really too concerned about anything. But if we were running like a slower Trozette like we have in the past, this could have ended kind of bad. Yeah, so that would have been bad. So there it is. That's why I wanted the immunity there. And she didn't stick, which is good, I guess. Just gonna S1 into the Karina. We're gonna S1 with Zahhak. And I don't know if this destruction build on Zahhak is gonna be viable for RTA. I'm hoping that it is, but you know, really only way to find out, I guess. So no Death Break sticking, which is good to know. I'm just gonna Soulburn S1 here onto the Karina. She's not quite dead, but she's on the way there. And Karina's gonna rip another S3. Does she now proc Rocket Punch and Death Break? And no Death Break, but definitely quite a bit of damage. So I'm just gonna push the doors here because I don't have my skills up. So let's just avoid any potential risky plays by any means. I'm just gonna push the doors. I could S3 or could just S1. Let's just S1 here. And we're just gonna S1. We're gonna S3 with Zahhak here. And this will cut down a lot of the APOC damage here. And we just get buffs up, and pretty much we're stabilized now. But you see, guys, like, just a little detail like that, like, if we didn't have immunity, imagine this fight and how it would have played out. Like, it could have played out pretty bad, to be completely honest. Like, if my doors died on the opening turn and then it's 2v2, like, I don't really know if we would be able to win that. Like, maybe, but at the same time, like, there's very good likelihood that we would have just lost. So, overall, pretty clean, pretty clean. Moving over into the second fight of today then. So, nice and clean win. Alrighty, so for round number 2, we have a little bit of an interesting cook on this team one. Shout out to Cook, alright? He's the one that made this offense, so I'm not taking any credibility or ownership. But basically, it's Amid, Kisei, Zio. So we want to have a Chaos Inquisitor by how he explained it. On S3, Chaos Inquisitor cannot take more than 35% max damage of health, which means that two things are going to happen. Guardian Ice Crystal is going to happen, and he's just not going to die if Kisei goes first or if Zio goes first, right? So the reason why we have him on Holy Sack is so that he can come back to just actually be a fire bait for the water units. And as soon as they hit the Chaos Inquisitor, our Karina is going to proc, and our Karina is going to be on Rocket Punch. And I know this is the most fucking rags Karina ever. Like, these are fucking rags, all right? I know, trust me, I know. But my defense gear sucks, all right? I don't know what to tell you. So it is what it is. We're just gonna go with this. And if this plus 24 Rocket Punch doesn't proc, it's a top right.
Yeah, boy.
Not literally, but you know. So we just have a bulk Destina. We just have her on speed, HP boots, just so we have as much bulk. And yeah, if I lose, then I guess I'll be the first one to lose with Chaos Inquisitor. Hopefully, I'm not. For the second team, it's Ran, Kieran, Senya. So I'm going to be running Troublemaker Crozet on Adamant Shield since my Holy Sacrifice is used in round 1. We are on a little bit of a faster build just so that we can utilize this S2 passive a little bit better by getting 50% CR push. And then our Inferno Kawazu is going to be on Proof of Valor, on just like a standard build, 21k HP, and just on the Immunity EE. And Roanna is going to be in the back, and she's going to be on a tankier build, because I'm expecting this to be like a full, like a high effectiveness Ran. But if it is Death Broken, at least she can live the Kieran S3 through the Troublemaker Crozet mitigation. So I'm really hoping this works. If it doesn't, then I guess we top right. Yeah, that's hopefully not top right though, so let's go ahead.
Those who deny their fate
So 10.8k Zio.
must suffer consequences.
So we got pushed back here on the Chaos Inquisitor. Amid's gonna push maybe the Kisei. It is random. Push the Zio.
You disrespect
And we still don't die.
my power.
Arena procs. And we're just going to rip the S3 into the Zio. We're going to get the CR bar for the Destina. And we're just going to rip S3 and pray that a Rocket Punch lands. If our Rocket Punch does not land, we are screwed. Nice. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. He's not dead yet.
You should never back down.
Ugh. Holy sack. We're still alive. We're still alive.
In the light's name.
Okay. Okay, we are still alive. We are still alive. Okay. I guess we just S2 push the Chaos Inquisitor.
Foolish.
Alright, we're gonna S2 push the Chaos Inquisitor. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, but we're just gonna rip S1, and apparently this dispels, but I've never used this unit before. He does no damage! This unit is terrible. I'm sorry, this unit is terrible. Alright, so Chaos Inquisitor is still there, being a human, or whatever he is. We're gonna S1 into the Karina,
Radiant light.
and... ooh, I am very scared. Alright, we're gonna S3 here.
Luminescence.
To be completely honest with you, I don't even know what's happening. Apparently my Karina was supposed to kill this whole team already, but my Karina is pretty fucking jank. So she's yeah, that's that. So now we're just gonna S1 Soul Burn, Death Break, no Death Break.
For the unilluminated. Light. Brace yourself.
Oh god! Brace for impact!
Dawn.
Oh god! Okay, we're still alive. Okay, I think we win here.
I got you.
I think we win. Surely we win. Okay, Karina's or Kisei's still not dead somehow.
Don't be afraid.
I guess we push the Karina down. Okay, she is Wind Rider, so we're still I guess we're fine. Okay, okay. You know what? It worked. It worked. Okay, I don't know. It worked. Whatever. Okay, so Ran goes first. Silver Rain onto the Senya. I don't think the Senya's in range here, so I think we're okay. So we counter, which is nice, I guess. We get rid of the skill nullifier. And we're just gonna get the CR bar here off of the Roana speed. And now the Roana does move after the Senya, which is not particularly great. So I think immunity might have been better. But considering the Karen is going to be able to drop an S3 on us here, I think logically we probably just S3. Because if we don't S3 here, we might not be able to get the opportunity to if this is like a super high effectiveness Senya. So I'm just going to S3 on the Roana here. And we're going to have the... Should I S3? Yeah, I should S3. I might not be able to get an opportunity to. So just gonna rip the S3 here since we might not be able to. Inferno Quas is gonna go S3 into the Ran to kill him. And then at this point, I think we're pretty much stabilized for the most part. Okay, so he didn't land anything, which I guess is nice. I guess 100 ER was enough. K runs here, 11.6k HP. It's pretty high. Pretty high. So he's on a dodge artifact, which can potentially counter, but it's not a big deal. Oh, there it is. There's the counter. So we just keep hitting him, I guess. This is free CR. And it's a counter set Kairon. And this guy's just countering every hit. What the hell is this? Okay. Does he counter again? Oh, he doesn't counter. Does he counter here? He does. Perfect. At this point, I'm just hoping that he counters because I might as well just get free CR, right? Might as well. And he counters again. This Kairon counter is actually insane. What? Okay, so there's the immortality. This definitely does not kill our Roana through the Troublemaker Crozet protection, so we're being chilling. Actually countered. That's nice, I guess. And then we're just gonna tap the Kairon to finish him off. Senya landed no provokes. So we're just gonna S1. Maybe S3 would have been better, but I'm just gonna script the buffs anyways, so we might as well just dump it in. And now we dump S3 on Inferno here. Onto the Senya, we strip everything off. It's not dead yet. Just gonna push the Inferno down.
This is just the beginning.
Just S1. No stun. I think it might be an ER Senya. If it's not on effectiveness, it must be ER Senya. Because we're not really landing any burns or stuns. Okay, never mind, it's not ER Senya. Never mind. Might as well get S3 up now.
Please protect us.
Okay. Senya's gonna drop S3, Inferno's gonna S2, and then this fight is pretty much over with. Okay. Alright, I can't say it was the cleanest, because that first battle got me a little bit confused, but hey, we were able to debut Chaos Inquisitor, we didn't lose. What more can you ask for? I can't ask for anything more. Nice. Alright, moving over into the last battle of today then. Okay, so for the last battle of today, we are attacking Luna, Amit, and Karina, so we're going to be running Yulha on protection set with Aureus for mitigation, and obviously her S3 is going to be able to give us a little bit more damage as well. And we're going to have Roanna on just a tank build that you've seen already throughout this video on Celestine. And nothing too special there. And then the F Maya is going to be on Rocket Punch that you've also seen. Now the reason I'm going for F Maya is because there's 3 water units, so I can control everything going into F Maya. And before you say it, I know the Luna S3 cannot be, the target is random on Luna S3 in case you don't know. I am aware of that, but every turn afterwards everything's going to go into the F Maya, so I'm not worried about it whatsoever. For the second team, we're going to go against Ran, Lilius, and Senya, so we're going to be going with Obulu. Obulu is going to be on her own artifact, 180 ER, 230 1 speed, and this is definitely going to cut to the front. And we're going to have Destina on a high ER build on Guardian Ice Crystals, just so that we don't get Death Broken in case it is like a trap brand. And our Arya is going to be at 130 ER, and she only has base speed, but we're going to push her up with the Destina, so I'm not too worried about it. Basically, we just let them go, and then we just kill them all afterwards. Considering the fact that the Rand's going to not have skill null from the Obolu, so this will be perfectly fine. And assuming everything goes to plan, it should be pretty clean, but yeah, only one way to find out, so let's go ahead. Alright, so the Amid moves first here, 17k HP on Fan of Light and Dark. He's going to S2 into S3. Pushes the Luna. This is going to be random target, but I think it'll be fine. A lot of damage. And a Defric's going to come through. We actually might be able to use Yulha S3 right away. But we're just going to remove the skill nullifier first. Let's just get rid of the Luna. This might proc the Karina S2, but that's whatever. Oh, it didn't proc it, which is nice. So I can I'll just S1 because I want to dump the Yulha S3 onto the Luna here. So we're just going to dump it into the Luna. We're going to heal up to full and everything's going to stabilize pretty much. Ooh, we forgot to take the CR bar. Oh well, that's a problem for someone else. So I guess we were going to start slowly working down the Amids. And we're just going to S3 here.
Save us all.
This is going to be a little bit of a wait, but slowly but surely this they'll die. Now you may be wondering, you know, why are we doing such safe comps, right? Well, I mean, we're kind of approaching the latter part of the season, and honestly, these guys are trying pretty hard, and you know, we definitely want to play as safe as possible. That's kind of why we're not really, or you can see that I'm not really cooking too hard. Because A, it's not going to get approved, and B, we should probably, or I should actually stop trolling a little bit. But yeah, we're just going to slowly whittle down the F Maya and she'll eventually die. But F Maya is really good here because the Death Break basically just never sticks, right? So it's just like super good value. And oh, looks like the Karina has no ER, so we can put that in the report as well. And then F Maya just going to S1 here. Another Rocket Punch proc. You know, I really wish we got more powder than knowledges, just because like... not having a plus 30 Rocket Punch just feels so bad, you know? But this Karina should be dead. I'm just gonna rip an S3. Since I have defense buff, we should be able to kill. Maybe Rocket Punch kills? Just kidding, never mind. We'll just S1 here. And then we'll S1 again. And we just S1 again. Perfect. Alright, moving into round number 2. So it's Ran Sen. Oh, it is Alabastron Ran. So it is a high effectiveness Ran. Interesting. Okay, well we do have Obulu, so we're going to be able to cleanse everything off, so I'm not really sweating too much. So we're just going to S3 here, cleanse the debuffs, get our ice cream up, and then just proc everything here. Hopefully we strip the immunities and stuff like that, but only one way to find out.
There's never enough time.
Ooh, that blind debuff is pretty nice, but it's going to fall off after the Lilius S3s, which is coming up right now. But we are going to heal with the ice cream buff, right? So I'm not too worried, I guess. And counter is nice there. So, because now that I countered, I can actually just S2 push. If I push 50% and she has speed buff, are we going to make it? I think we're going to make it. Yep, we made it. Perfect. Now we just rip S3. And we basically just watch them run it down. Alright. There we go. So it is high effectiveness Senya. We actually stripped the counter buff, which is huge. So they're just gonna slowly die. So, man, this... Yeah, Obulu really is super good into this team. It's really, really good. So they're dead, and they just slowly die. And we just basically stand here and look pretty.
In the light's name.
S1. She procs barrier. And we S1 again, and we do maybe strip the speed buff. But yeah, Obulu Kingdom, man. Obulu Kingdom. Until it becomes a thing, I'm gonna continue saying Obulu, alright? Because that's the only way she should be called. Obulu gang, rise up. And just S1 again. And just slowly finish it off. Pretty much done here. S1, and she's dead. Nice and clean. Perfect. Alright, all 3 battles done for today, so let's move on. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for today's Guild War video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the Butcher Corpse Inquisitor debut. And once again, shout out to Talentless for coming up with some of these ideas. And again, we are recruiting, so please let me know if you guys are interested in joining or have any questions about Talentless. I'd love to have that conversation. But anyways, as always, please drop a like and comment below. This really helps me with the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be dropping the crafting video from the event part 1 tomorrow. And we'll be streaming live as well. So I'll see you guys there. And yeah, I guess take care until I see you then. Bye. Whoa. Yeah, I guess bye. My voice broke.